During Black Women's, we finally got all these Black women on Love is Blind Month during Black Women's Como la Flor Black Women's Month. Tyler, this is when you decide to disappoint us. This is when you...
I make magic with these hundreds, watch them disappear. Big ol' raindrops up in my ear. If you gon' name drop, let's get it clear. Jesse, VVS, I just turn the water on. Big ol' flex, shit you never saw before. These niggas chasing me like waterfalls.
This is when you decide to disappoint us, Tyler. Like, I am so disappointed. I'm sorry, y'all, for being a little late. I wasn't on time. I'm sorry. Child, I was on a family call. It ended a little later than usual, child. But how y'all doing? How is everybody doing? Before we get into all this Love is Blind tea, child, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. I'm your sister, Jessie Woo. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, make sure that you subscribe to my channel so you can join the Black Women's tribe. During Black Women's, it's a whole lot going on Black Women's Month. My Lord. It's a whole lot going on during Black Women's. It's a whole lot going on Black Women's Month. Like, I don't even know where to begin with all this. But obviously, we're talking all things Love is Blind. Before we get into all this, how y'all doing? Where y'all from? Where's everybody watching this from? Drop down in the comments. Let me know where you're watching this from. No, this is not pre-recorded. Is this pre-recorded? No, this is not pre-recorded. It is not pre-recorded. Okay. Also, y'all, please make sure that you're liking this live. Make sure that you like the live. If you come in, just hit the like button. Just hit the like button. That way the algorithm can do what it does and it sends the live to more people who are watching Love is Blind. Duval, oh my God, please stay safe. Hurricane Milton is coming y'all's way, right? New York, Boston, San Diego, Big Texas, Anija in London. Oh, it's 1 a.m. in Germany. Seattle, Portmore, Jamaica. Put your lighters up. Guyana, Savannah, Georgia. Hey, girl. West Palm, View Park, California. Somebody just said you wearing the same outfit from your review, and I am. I'm doing laundry right now. Period. Miami, Barbados. I did switch up my makeup though, and my wig is lifting a little bit. So, child, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not ashy, okay? But I have a lot of like eczema on my elbows, and so sometimes it will look ashy, but I'm not ashy. Gatineau, Quebec, Turks and Caicos, Toronto, South Africa, Sweden, okay. Grenada. Y'all, let's send our prayers out to people in Mexico, Texas, Florida. Hurricane Milton is headed their way, which is why if you were supposed to go to Turks and to Tulum with me, I canceled. Well, I didn't cancel. I rescheduled our Woocation. It would be at the end of January. So if you want to join me in Tulum at the end of January, go to www.woocation.net. And that will be our new Tulum date. As the storms were brewing, I was like, oh no, like we have to reschedule this because I didn't want to be in no situation where we're down in Mexico, we're down in Tulum having a good time, then all of a sudden, boom, hurricane, boom, stranded, boom. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't want to have no issues. All right, y'all. Jessie, I'm on a date. Will this live be saved? Yes, it will, girl. Enjoy your date. Not you on your date and you... Girl, go enjoy your date. Yes, the live will be saved, y'all. The live will be saved. Okay. Let's get into the tea for today, shall we? All right. First things first, I wanted to talk about Leo and Brittany, right? And so we all know Leo is the guy that cannot stop talking about how he's an art dealer and how he's filthy rich and how all his family members got cancer. Can you get cancer? You get cancer. You get cancer. To the point where he was the last family member standing, and now he has all the family's riches. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I think them people. Say what you want. I think them people. It just doesn't make no sense. I think a 2020 episode is sure to pop up at any time. And let me just to protect myself. Allegedly. This is all alleged. Okay? Were they silent or were they silenced? Okay? Now, let's go ahead and go to this article, because I was like, I'm watching the episode where him and Britany, meet up, and it just was so freaking weird. Like, it was weird, right? And it was weird. Like, they meet up. It was cringe as hell. Did y'all get to that episode where him and Britany meet up? It was so cringe. And so I had to go and look up what the hell happened and why the hell did the Love is Blind people decide not to show us their story. I think that was crazy. It was crazy for them not to show it to us. Like, don't get me wrong. I think that Leo is definitely, he gives creep, okay? He gives something is the whole money. I got money. I got plenty money. The whole plies mood. It was just weird. And it was just also weird how he would say, I don't want a woman who wants me for my money. But every chance he got, he talked about his money. It was just very, very weird. Okay. But Britany wanted that. Britany said, like, all her exes were well-to-do, had a lot of money, and she only dates a certain type of guy. Like, that's what she said. She dates men with a whole lot of money. So I felt like, even though it was weird to watch, this was a good couple. It was a good match. Drop in the comments and let me know if you think that they were a good match. She did. She looked so uncomfortable. I'm seeing some of the comments. She looked so uncomfortable. She did. She looked very, very uncomfortable. Like, hold on, y'all. Yeah, when they meet up, she looks super, super duper uncomfortable. Super duper uncomfortable. But remember, she was the one that was like, well, can we go to Miami? Even if we don't go to Mexico, like, can we go to Miami? And she was like team Miami. Like, she didn't really want to go to Mexico. She wasn't there to do the engagement moon. She didn't give a fuck about that. She wanted to go to Miami. Kristen, thank you so much. Leo always gave broke. I don't know if he gave broke, but he did give that he at least was very new money, and he gave that he does not get a lot of female interaction in the real world. Like, that's what he gave to me. It didn't give that I naturally date all the time. Like, it gave, this is the only way I know how to get a woman is talk about my money, because nothing else that I have, I don't have anything else going for myself. Like, it just was weird. But anyway, so Vulture released this article, What Happened to Leo and Brittany from Love is Blind. So in this article, they start off by talking about, everything that we saw unfold on the show. And wait, I'm not understanding. Okay. And then they had this statement from Chris Colleen, who is the creator and producer of the show. This is what Chris had to say. Actually, he said this to Variety. Maybe I should go to the Variety article. Okay, Love is Blind. Creator reveals why they didn't follow Leo and Brittany after the pods. If they'll be at the reunion. Exclusive. Okay, so remember when we're watching the show, there's this message that comes on the screen and it says Brittany and Leo were not one of the 6 couples chosen by producers to continue their journey in Mexico. The card shown midway through the 5th episode read they took their own trip to Mexico and broke off their engagement weeks later. So this is what Chris had to say. There are different ways that non-scripted shows are produced. Sometimes you have an idea of where things are going while you're filming, and we don't. We film everything as it happens. And then after it happens, we piece together how we got there. Colleen, the founder and CEO of Kinetic Content, tells Variety. He says, we have the budget to follow 5 couples, and sometimes we stretch to 6 couples, and we figure out how to stack our crews. I'm not buying that at all. I'm not buying it. Like, Love is Blind is literally the #1 dating show on all of television, whether it be linear, whether it be streaming. This is the #1 dating. Actually, I think this last season of Love Island may have beat it by viewership, but that's still yet to be determined once we get the numbers for this season of Love is Blind. But Love is Blind is a huge dating show, okay? And so that being said, y'all have the budget. Y'all have the budget actually to follow as many couples as you'd like. Now, do we want to follow 10 couples in a season? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But y'all could. But you could. But you could. On top of that, y'all are not paying these contestants. These contestants have come out way too many times and told us that they get paid what equals out to minimum wage when you factor in how many hours per day they are working. And if you really think about it, from the time they are flown to LA to be in those pods, they are working. That the hours that they spend traveling, that is work. That is work. Even when they're sleeping in the hotel, that is work. They have to sleep in the hotel that you are housing them in. So that's work. Then when they come into the pods, they're in the headquarters or whatever. That is all work. It is all work, right? And so when they average out what these people are getting paid, y'all are paying these people minimum wage, period. So y'all got the money. Y'all got the money. Your crew is not an extremely large crew. And when you do have a crew, that crew is getting paid a day rate. Okay? You cannot trick me. You cannot trick me, Chris. You cannot trick me. You can't trick me. All right? You can't trick me. You can give this bullshit ass excuse to everybody else but me, baby. But me, okay? Y'all got the budget. Y'all got the budget. Something happened. Something happened that's not being disclosed. Something happened that's not being disclosed. Because another reason too is, why would you set us up? Why would you show us these people's entire courtship in the pods? You mean to tell me that you chose the Shreks over Leo and Brittany? And when I say the Shreks, I'm talking about Taylor and Garrett. And I'm calling them the Shreks because remember he told Taylor that she reminded him of Shrek. It was just ridiculous. But you chose the Shreks over Leo and Brittany. You can't trick me. Namudao. Namudao. Matiwabai. 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 You are a liar. You are a liar. Matiwabai. You can't trick me, okay? He says, when we make the decision as to who to follow, if we have more couples that got engaged, we make a decision as to which couples we think are authentic, he explains. And when I say authentic, I mean most authentically likely to actually be at the altar and say, I do. Who is really genuinely on that path. We felt at the time that the 6 couples we did end up following were the ones that felt more on a gut level, had a real shot to say I do, that they were really invested in saying I do. The couple that we felt least likely to do that were Leo and Brittany. So we made the decision not to follow them after the pods ended. Nice answer. You cannot trick me. Nice answer. But you trick me, because since when did y'all get these morals where y'all really want to see the people who really gonna say yes at the altar? Please stop we this is reality TV. Please, this is reality TV. And here's the thing too, if you felt that they weren't being authentic, why even show this all to us? Y'all showed us the mess, so follow through with the mess. We wanted to see the mess. You cannot trick me. I don't remember what a Jamaican content creator did that, but that it lives rent free in my head. Yeah, nah, I'm not buying it. I think something else happened. So there was this other article that I found where it looks like Britany and Leo spoke with People magazine. Let me see if I can find the article. Hold up, Britany. Oh, okay. This is on USA Today. Okay. What happens between Britany and Leo in Love is Blind? They broke off from their engagement in Miami following the show and have since opened up about what happened behind the scenes that made them go their separate ways. While in the pods, Leo was torn between, we know his whole situation with Hannah. Leo, in an interview with Netflix Tudum, said he connected with Britany at a deeper level and referred to Hannah as his twin flame. Eventually, Leo chose Hannah, but as fate would have it, Hannah told him that she'd already committed to other connection, Nick D, sending Leo into a spiral. We saw that. Like, that man had the crash out of the fucking century in that pod. I've never seen anything like it. Britany, on the other hand, knew it was Leo from the earliest days in the pods. As soon as he said I got plenty money. Britany was like, sign me up, baby. Money. Sign me up. I was surprised that he had another connection because I felt so strongly, she told Tudum. Tudum is Netflix. When I found out he was asking both of us our ring sizes, I was very taken aback. I can't rack my brain about how my future husband could be torn between me and another person. However, Leo pursued Britany and made an effort to convince her he wanted her. He was partly successful because when he proposed to Britany, she said yes, despite not being able to say I love you to him. Most awkward moment, when the doors opened and the newly engaged couple met for the first time. Okay, I already saw all this. It was cringe. She hated his ass. As soon as she saw him, it was cringe. Britany had this to say. She said that she sensed a shift in energy during their first meeting that caught her off guard, asserting it had nothing to do with the way he looked. I don't know, but we saw, like, she was very, very uncomfortable. It was the most awkward moment of my life, she said. I was surprised because I'm very intuitive. I could talk to him behind the wall and have this emotional and intellectual connection. But in person, I was like, oh, fuck. This is not my husband. He was proposing again. And I was like, this is not right. This is crazy because Britany also, so you felt like this was not your husband, but you asked him to take you to Miami. Somebody has to explain that to me. So you felt that was not your husband, but We have you on record, man. Exhibit A. If we don't go to Mexico, can we go to Miami? Even if we don't go to Mexico? Like, you were skipping over the engagement mood and you wanted to go straight to Miami. So we ain't got to get married, but you can take me to Miami, though. A video and a live on my birthday is crazy. Happy birthday. Thank you for giving me money on your birthday. Thank you. That's very sweet of you. She took that free trip to Miami, though. Okay. She said, I wasn't surprised with how he looked. Wait, hold on. She said in an interview with People, she felt every single human emotion possible in that 20 minutes, and I was completely overwhelmed. We could tell, child. I wasn't surprised with how he looked. I pictured two versions of him, and he was one of the versions exactly to the T that I pictured. So I wasn't really thrown off with that. But I was thrown off by how I felt when he proposed, because immediately I was like, I don't think this is right. It was an energy thing. I just didn't feel the things that you would think that you would feel when you're getting proposed to, despite having such a strong connection. I don't think it was a physical disconnect. To be totally honest, I do think he's a very attractive guy. He has such a very strong magnetic presence in person when you're next to him, which I adore, but it was just an intuition. I can't explain it. Yeah, okay. But you went to Miami, though. She said, while in Miami, we had a lot of conversations throughout the trip and mutually came to the conclusion that we just didn't see it turning into marriage. Echoing Leo's stance on the relationship, Britany said, oh, this is what Leo said. Leo said they had conversations and they mutually came to the conclusion that they couldn't see it turning into marriage. Something tells me Britany told him she didn't want to be with him. Because remember, Leo is the same guy. Leo is the same guy who picked Hannah. And when Hannah picked Nick, he told Hannah to go tell Britany that please make sure you go tell her that I'm not just picking her because she's my second choice. I always wanted Britany. All I could think about is marrying Britany. Mind you, he just crashed out about having to be with Britany because Hannah didn't say yes to him. Okay? So I don't believe Leo. I think that Britany broke things off with him. Britany had this to say: the physical connection just simply wasn't there, honestly. He's just not my person. Do y'all think they should have these two people come on a reunion? Do y'all think they should have Britany and Leo come on a reunion? I think so. I think that they belong on the reunion. Damn, y'all saying no? Damn. Girl, please, that Miami trip did Miami. That's what it's giving. It's giving they got to Miami and Leo wasn't spending money. Leo wasn't doing all the Miami things, taking her to the hottest restaurants, dropping a bag. Like he wasn't being Mr. Biggs. He wasn't on Mr. Biggs time. Okay, it wasn't giving Pretty Woman. It wasn't giving Julia Roberts and Pretty Woman. He wasn't showing her a good time. Okay, you take a bitch like Britany down to Miami, you gotta spend that money. You got plenty of money. Give me my money, yay! You gotta give me my money, yay! It wasn't giving Mr. Biggs energy. It wasn't giving Mr. Biggs energy. He got down there and he really tried to have a real connection. Nah, bitch, we down in Miami. Where the lobster dinners at? Take me to Chanel. Take me to Goyard. Take me to Louis Vuitton. What? I know you ain't taking me to Old Navy. It's giving he did not do the things that he should have did, period. All right, y'all. Do you think that they should come to the reunion? Oh, well, all y'all said no. Most of y'all said no, child. Most of y'all said no, child. All right. Let's get into this tea. Now, I'm kind of late to this, but
Ariana, what are you doing here?
somebody spotted Ollie and AD at a restaurant together, right? Now, I believe they're both, whenever this was taken, I think that they were both either filming The Perfect Match. Come to find out, Ollie and AD are both on the next season of The Perfect Match. The Perfect Match was filmed last month, I believe, going into this month, and we're on the 8th. It's the 8th of October. I think it either probably just wrapped up or it wrapped up by the time October came. But apparently they make somewhat of a connection on The Perfect Match. Are y'all here for this? I'm here for it. I'm here for it. The only thing is, I think ADB, I think she's very boy crazy. Like, remember her and Clay? Like, I don't trust her decision making when it comes to men. However, y'all know I like Ollie. Y'all didn't like him. I like Ollie. I always liked Ollie. I interviewed Ollie on here on my channel. If you haven't seen it, please go watch it. It's really, really good. Do y'all think that they would make a good connection? I'm here for it. I'm here for it. A lot of y'all accuse Ollie of not being attracted to Black women. And when I say Black, we know Demi is mixed. Her dad is Black, her mother is white. But a lot of y'all accuse him of not being attracted to Black women who look like me. And so let's see. I think The Perfect Match will shine a good light on that. Ollie, please don't disappoint me. I'll be out here riding for you. Please don't disappoint me. Don't disappoint me. Don't disappoint me. But I actually do like this connection if it is a real connection. Now, do y'all remember when Love is Blind UK ended, and then there was the reunion, and Miss Sublime made an appearance. Charlotte was at the reunion, which was really like random, and we found out that they were in a good place. Do y'all remember that? Do y'all remember how him and Charlotte was in a good place? Which, this is why this is throwing me off, because I'm just like, y'all filmed the reunion not too long ago. So what happened to Charlotte? It seemed like after the reunion, boom, he goes to The Perfect Match. So what happened to Charlotte? What happened to Miss Sublime? What happened to Miss Sublime? Now, did y'all ever see Charlotte telling her story? I actually had reached out to Charlotte, but never got a response. Well, she did put this TikTok video up, and this is supposed to give us more of an insight on what happened between her and Ollie.
Messaged me and was like, would I ever do Love is Blind? And I'd never heard of the show. So I did a quick Google, watched the trailer, and I was like, nah. But then I was like, that doesn't make sense because I'm in my Yes era. Last year, I was like, yeah. As long as it lined up with my morals, I was on it. And I loved that for me. I was just having the best time. And I felt like I was always moving forward, because I just wasn't saying no unless I thought it was completely crazy. So that was kind of like my response to her. And next thing I know, they gave me a call, and then we just never stopped talking. Over the last couple of years, when it came to this part of my life, like the romantic, like life partner search exercise, I was less panicked, and I came into this phase where it was like, I don't need a man.
Just so you guys know, if you go to the video yourself, she speaks really low. Like, it's I don't know if it's the volume, I don't know if it's her volume, but she speaks very, very low. So I'm playing it directly from her TikTok page. So I'm sorry, y'all, but this is the actual volume of her video. So if you got to turn up the volume on your computer or your phone, do that. But she just speaks really, really low. So I'm sorry.
Which is where I was a number of years ago. I want one. Like, there wasn't a void, there wasn't a hole. It was a space. There was still a space there that I was really purposeful when it came to like filling. Like, I was extremely considered. And this isn't picky, it's considered, because that was from day one. By day 3, I was ready to marry that man.
Okay, let me.
Quite quickly made me feel like overexposed. The only person that was able to make me feel like I could share and like feel like I could be open with him was Ollie. And that was from day 1. By day 3, I was ready to marry that man. What we're talking about is husbands and fathers of our children here. Like, it's not a joke. And literally within three dates, he had shown me what I wanted to find when I went in there, which is, you can see it from my picture, whatever it is. I wanted someone who was empathetic. I wanted someone who was caring. He quickly understood things that I didn't even have to explain very like hard. He just got me. And there was just so many things. But whatever. Anyway, I don't do it now. No, it's fine. So happened. So it became, he was always transparent with me. He made it clear that he had other connections, and 7 days later, when he dumped me on international television at the age of 35, humbling.
Mind you, this girl looks like she's 23. Girl, what is your diet?
I was not okay. And so I came home, and quite honestly, if I didn't have Shirley and the other pod squad members that had left the experiment at this point, I don't know, we were like a support group, quite honestly, because as incredible as my family and friends are, they did their best to try and understand, but it's impossible, because what happens in those pods, to try and align it with anything that anyone has experienced in real life, it just doesn't line up, because you can't make sense of it. In the real world, it doesn't make sense, but it feels so real and so extreme. And day by day, I feel a little bit better, and a little bit better. And then I went back to work, and that's when I started to feel like myself again. And I was remembering like how I actually exist and show up in this world, rather than having how I showed up in the pods, like deeply embedded in my brain. And then I got the call to go back to the mixer, and my friends and my family were just like, you cannot do that, don't do it, don't put yourself back in there, it didn't work for you. But I needed to, like, as far as I was concerned, I had to see him.
Lord. So from where she stood, she had to see him again. So that makes so much sense as to why he reacted to her the way he did. I mean, obviously she's gorgeous, but also it was like, damn, like this was a deep connection. It seems like, and then she was Miss Sublime. Okay, so now we're at the mixer. Remember the mixer, Miss Sublime. Yeah.
Because seeing him was going to help make him.
I wonder if she had a connection with Freddie. Freddie was ready to risk it all for her too. Y'all remember when Freddie was like, okay, I'm Freddie. Freddie B-line, like, I'm Freddie. Freddie was ready to risk it all for Miss Sublime too now.
Real. And then if he's real, I know what to do, because I've been here before. But at that point in time, he didn't feel real, but it felt so real. And it was such a confusing space to be in, because he was like this mythological creature that I'd fallen for. And it almost existed in my brain as like a fairy tale. And fairy tales feel so nice, and you can get so caught up in them, but they're not real. So I was like, okay, if I see him, he'll be real, and then I'll know what I need to do to move past it. It wasn't a closure thing. Someone dumping me and then becoming someone else's fiance is enough for me to know it's done. But it was more a strategy to move past this junction. Watching the show.
That don't make no sense to me, sister. Sister, ça va faire sens. You cannot trick me. Because, okay, so you just wanted to see him and it wasn't closure, and him being someone else's fiance was enough for you to be done. But so why even come to the mixer then? Why come to the mixer? And then how do we get to y'all are in a good place? How do we get there? Because you said him becoming somebody's fiance was enough for you to just. So how do we get to the mixer? How do we get past the mixer? How do we get past the mixer?
Back was really hard because I kind of started hurting from pretty early because he always made it clear that he had other connections. And so then watching what was happening in those dates where he had these other connections, that he ultimately landed on one of them instead of mine, it's just like, it's shit. Obviously it feels shit. I don't have to watch myself in order for it to be hard. But then when I do have myself popping up in between, clapping my hands, eating snacks and squatting, looking like a dickhead, whilst other people are making meaningful connections, knowing that since then, I not only felt the way I felt about him in the pods, but then...
Oh, Lord. Okay, hold on. I guess there's another...
Came back into the real world and felt the way...
Charlotte, come on. Let's wrap this up now.
I felt about him whilst we were dating for that period of time. Production even knew. They called me a couple months ago and they said, how do you think it's going to be for you watching him back watching his other connections play back?
Production is messy as hell. Why would production do that? Why would production do that? And then why not just put her on the perfect... Somebody said Jesse Weaver. Y'all are rude. Y'all are so fucking rude. Like, no, I'm tired of y'all. Y'all is rude as hell. I'm coming here. I'm trying to get y'all to show my fucking face. Y'all. My life. So y'all ain't got 5 minutes. She gonna be done in 5 minutes. Y'all ain't got 5 minutes. Y'all so damn impatient. Y'all so fucking rude. Y'all so rude. Okay, y'all said speed it up. Okay. Damn, y'all rude as fuck.
I think we'll be fine. Like, we hadn't spoken in a really long time. I'd moved past it. Yeah, and I mean, clearly delusional. I don't know, because as soon as I hit play on episode 1, I was like transported back, and it didn't matter if I wasn't on the screen. It was just hard to watch for all those reasons. And then to be brought back to the mixer and watch that playback in a way that, like, I was so unaware of at the time, and still have no voice, and just have to listen to 2 men like comment on my physical appearance on a show that is about everything other than physical appearance, which was one of the reasons why I wanted to do the show. And then when it came to me, it was purely my physical appearance. I'm the only person that you sort of see little bit by little bit throughout the show that hasn't really got anything to say. And then when I finally say something, I'm at the reunion and I sound stupid. Because
yeah, girl, they set your ass up. Because what was the point of you being at the reunion if that's all they gave you, sis? It was Demi. So, are you and Ollie a thing? Demi cleared. Demi ate that. So what's going on? Are you here to let the people know? Let the people know what's going on. Here go your minute. Here go your 5 minutes. Demi ate that. All right. So basically, I guess seeing everything, she reached out to him and they became in a good place since y'all don't want to hear it. All right. Y'all rude as fuck. Like, I'm so tired of y'all. I'm so tired. Y'all rude as y'all are so rude to me. How y'all being weird to me? This is like y'all are here with me. Oh my God. I'm putting together my program. I got a list. Y'all can't see. Fuck it. We're just gonna go to Tyler. Since y'all clearly don't want to hear nothing else. Well, my thing with y'all is so a lot of this shit from Tyler is on TikTok. So are y'all okay with that? Or I'm scared to play y'all TikTok video the way y'all going in on my ass. Next caller, next. We bored. Oh my God. I got the rudest audience on YouTube. This is crazy.
Tyler from Love is Blind season 7 has 3 kids and stole $10,000 from his ex-girlfriend, allegedly.
Hold on. Before we get I'm tired of y'all. I'm tired of y'all. And then y'all laughing. Y'all think this is so funny. Y'all killing me with this shit. Okay. Before we get into this, just want to make sure I credit this the TikToker. Her name is Storytime with Ricky. She's on TikTok. Give her a follow. She's a really, really good commentator in this Love is Blind space. So just want to make sure I credit her. This is her work, okay? Number 2, before we start this, I just want to say a couple things too. Please be mindful of Ashley. I do not think Ashley knew any of this. All the stuff that we're about to share, I think Ashley is finding this stuff out in real time. Like, as we're finding out, I definitely believe that Ashley is finding out as we are too. Okay? So please be very mindful of that. Do not attack her. Like, this is an Ashley Stan account. We ride at dawn for Ashley. Do not attack her. Don't be in my comments saying anything whack about her. I will find you. I will block you from my page. Point blank, period. We're not here to attack her. Just want to make that clear. Okay? I truly, truly believe. Somebody said I need to get Ricky on my channel. I should. I'm going to reach out to her. I will reach out to her. I truly, truly believe Ashley is finding this stuff out as we are. Okay? I do not think that she knew any of this. I saw in the previews that she finds out that he has kids. We don't know what he shares with her. But all this other stuff that we're about to hear, I do not think Ashley knows. Ashley does not deserve that. Y'all know this is a during Black Women's Month, Black Women's channel. So please just be mindful of those things. Please, I want the comments to be kind towards Ashley. This is not her fault. Okay? This is Chelsea from season 4's fault. Apparently, y'all were right. This is the season that Chelsea does the casting. And we're about to see how good Chelsea's casting is. Chelsea, I'm on your ass.
Let me tell you what I know. You guys remember on last week's episode when Tyler was like, oh, women are going to come out the woodwork and they're going to say some pretty awful things about me, but you can't believe them. Well, the woodwork is woodworking, okay? Because Tyler has 3 kids and he scrubbed them from his Instagram entirely when he found out he was going to be on the show. Now, the children are allegedly via being a sperm donor, but he is very active in their lives. The 2 twins actually have his last name.
Now, when I first saw this, I was like, okay, sperm donor. That doesn't mean he's responsible for the kids. Like, y'all do know how sperm donating works. But then when she started presenting the pictures, I was like,
he was there during their birth. So still a very active father. So I'm not sure how much it matters how they were conceived if you are an active father in their life. And allegedly he goes around telling women that he doesn't have kids. Happy birthday to the best baby mama and friend I could ask for. This was Tyler's post to his baby mama. So you have children, sir. I don't care if it was via sperm donor or if it was doing the hippity dippity. You got kids.
Yep.
And he allegedly lies about it. So do you have any kids? You're short. No, not me. No, do you? So he does tell women that he does not have any kids because they were via sperm donating, but allegedly he sperm doned for a friend who was having trouble conceiving. However, if you are still present and active in these kids' life, them yo kids.
Now, hold on. This is another piece of tea because he didn't do this through a sperm bank. From what Storytime with Ricky is saying is that he was helping a friend have kids. No. Nah. Nah, 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 nah. That's where, nah. It's giving a man with 1,000 kids. A man with 1,000 kids going around, like, so you just going around giving your sperm to people? No.
What I know, this is going to come up in this season of Love is Blind, where he is going to tell Ashley, or they are going to have a discussion about it. I'm not sure if he's going to share that he is an active father. We will have to see on these upcoming episodes.
Somebody brought up a good point too. Why give the kids your last name? That's another thing too. Correct. And why you down to the hospital? No, it's giving y'all were together. Or y'all were together.
Episodes, but I know that, you know, to breeze over it, it's like, oh, I have kids, but they're via sperm donating, because it doesn't sound that bad if you just think, oh, like you have a bunch of random kids out there because you donated your sperm to a bank. That is not the case here. Like, you sperm donate for a friend and the kids is in your life. You got kids, and they look like him. As far as the $10,000, his exes have been coming out the woodwork, as he said they would. So this user, Jackie, commented, he is the biggest liar, gaslighter, cheater, thief, allegedly. And then Paige hopped into the comments and said, I dated him too. He's all of the above and still owes me stuff also. So, you know, I had to message these women because, you know, every season we got the girls that say that they dated somebody from the cast and you don't really know if it's true. So I did my due diligence and I messaged them. So Jackie, who was the one in the comments, said, I dated him in 2021, so I don't have any photos of us together. Honestly, I'm traumatized by the entire situation. And
that's kind of shaky to me. Y'all dated in 2021, but you have no pictures together. Like, I understand not posting pictures, but you have no pictures together. So y'all went on a couple dates, or were y'all in a relationship?
Paige dated him in 2022 to 2023. He lied to both of us about having children. I have screenshots of that. This is the screenshot that she shared with me regarding that. As you can see, it says, do you have any twins in your family? Nope, no twins that I know of. How about you? And granted, he has a set of twin girls. And this one was also from her, where it blatantly says, do you have any kids? And he says no. She goes on to say, from what I understand, he never admitted to me that he had kids. He did admit to Paige, but said he was a sperm donor. However, he very much involved in their lives. Even the twin girls have his last name. So it doesn't change the fact that he lied and said that he doesn't have kids. He still deceived us. She also shared.
Some of y'all in the chat saying they probably deleted it. I delete pictures of my ex. Yeah, I guess I'm a weirdo because I keep everything. Like, even like phones, like I never throw away phones. I have every phone I have ever, well, since I started doing iPhones, I have every iPhone I've ever owned. Like, I don't throw away nothing. Just in case somebody want to say some shit up. In 2016 at 8:53 p.m. on November 18th. Yeah, I don't delete nothing.
Shared with me, she said he also told Paige that he was going through a custody battle and he had tons of lawyer fees. So again, if you do not have biological children, why are you going through a custody battle with lawyer fees? So these. Messages are from the Jackie girl. I did reach out to Paige as well. She doesn't seem like she wants to share her story because she is reading my messages and not responding, but these two women have spoken to each other. So she says, I did a background check on him and found out that he had like 13 different addresses and has like 4 judgments against him for unpaid rent and credit cards. She says that, yeah, he stopped paying rent. So she's referencing Paige, the other woman who was in the comments, let him $10,000. They came up with a contract and he never paid her back. So she had to take him to court. Now he has 2 more judgments against him and she won. She told me that she sued him and won. Then after she lent him the money, he quit his job. Their case is still ongoing because he hasn't paid her everything back yet. He also has an ex-fiance. I'm wondering if he mentioned that. And honestly, it says, I don't care how big or small monetary value. If something belongs to somebody, you give it back. Because she did say that he stole a pair of sunglasses from her and then was rocking them on his Instagram. Brokey.
Hey! 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 This is giving the LA Swindler to me. This is giving the LA Swindler to me. Do y'all remember? Well, those of you guys who followed me for a minute, do y'all remember my LA Swindler video? There was even one guy. I don't remember if I put this in like my follow-up video. He's still swindling, by the way. But there was one guy who is a movie producer who told me how the LA Swindler had asked him to borrow a watch. It was a Patek, I think. Either I don't know, Patek, Rollies, whatever. I don't really know these brands, but he was able to he's supposed to borrow the watch for an event, but then like never returned his watch and would be taking pictures with the watch, never returned his watch. Please, if you ever have some time on your hands, go watch the LA Swindler videos that I have on my channel. They're like 2 years old. The way that man was getting women all over this country to pay his bills still is.
She also shared this. She said she went over to his apartment before and he had a baby carrier. All he had to say was, yes, I donated my sperm. I am involved in their lives. I don't take care of them financially, etc., but not flat out lie. Which, girl, I agree. What do you guys think of this information? Everything that glitters is not gold.
Not the kids. This don't look like sperm donating to me. This don't look like sperm donating to me, Tyler. Tyler, you got to come forward.
Oh my God. This is a lot. Like, this is a lot, okay? I feel like he knew this shit was going to come out, which is why he tried to pre-warn us. Like, oh, women are going to come out the work, but you can't believe anything they say.
Hold up. There's another video, another TikTok.
Tyler from Love is Blind took $10,000 from his ex-girlfriend and never paid her back. And I have the screenshots. If you didn't know, Tyler's ex-girlfriends have been coming forward information about him, and it is not good. So the first girlfriend said he is the biggest liar, gaslighter, cheater, and thief. And girlfriend number 2 jumped in the comments and said, I dated him too. He's all of the above and still owes me stuff. And that stuff is 8 racks. This is the formal judgment that was filed against Tyler. Let me move out of the way so you guys can see. I obviously blocked out all of her information, but you guys can see here at the bottom that she
Y'all see that?
filed a judgment against him for $8,000 because she lent him $10,000 and he only paid her back $2,000. But
so this is on top of the other $10,000 that was in the other video. No.
There's more. I have screenshots of their conversation regarding him owing her money. As you can see here, as you're talking to me like a...
I never watched this TikTok. This is my first time watching the rest of these TikToks. So I'm watching this. That first TikTok I saw. The rest of these TikToks, I've seen people talking about them. We're watching this all together.
Child,
as a family.
He says it's okay. We'll figure out a time to call them so I can listen. Like, she's being really, really nice, obviously, because this man owes her money. Paige, stop talking to me like my mother. If you want money until the damn check comes, I'll pay you, but don't talk down to me. She's literally saying, I'm not trying to. What am I saying that's bad? I don't want you to be upset at all. I'm asking is to be on a call. please. Like, she's being very sweet. He says, I just talked to you on Thursday. I can't see the end of this message because the record button's in the way. You can see here that she's asking him, are you going to pay me from whatever you get paid from your job? You guys can read here. He says, no, I'm going to just disappear and never talk to you again because I'm a thief. My whole plan in life was to fake love you and get money from you.
Well, at least he being honest. Shit. At least he being honest.
He says, so you're saying you will or you won't pay me back with that money from your payout of work. Loaning money to people usually ruins relationships. So I'm sorry I ever did this, because if I didn't, this wouldn't be happening. He says, no, people not putting in real effort and actually giving a fuck about the other person ruins relationships. So blame whatever you. Why are we getting off the topic of you paying me my coin and trying to act like I'm doing something wrong by not putting in real effort and actually giving a fuck? You owe me 10 bands. Bruh, that's gaslighting at its finest. Red fucking flag. And then obviously in these messages here, he's completely ignoring the girl. She says, maybe one day you'll take some accountability and hopefully you won't do this to someone else. I'm glad you think stealing my money is funny. And here's another one. I don't know if they're like a little out of order. You get the fucking point. He owes her money and he ain't trying to pay. He literally says to him, I shouldn't even have to ask. I don't know who you think you're talking to. You, sir, you owe me money. He says, you'll get the money as soon as I do. I'm doing everything I can, but you aren't going to talk to me crazy. I'm not talking to you crazy. You also said you'd start paying me, but you haven't. We never came to an agreement, so stop. She literally asked him, do you want to come to one now? He said, yeah, let's hear it. What can you pay monthly? And he says, I don't know. I don't have a job. Brokey is with Netflix casting these men that don't have jobs. So I asked her details about the situation and she said, I lent him 10, he paid me back 2. Said he would pay me back the rest and still hasn't. He paid me back $2,000 in May of 2023, so 5 months before this.
Wait a minute. This season of Love is Blind was filmed October of last year. So he was still owing this girl money. We're talking about 5 months before. That's insane. That is insane. Going on a show like Love is Blind to get married, knowing that you owe these women money and you're still in communication with these women about paying them their money. This man was, oh my God. This is, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Imagine marrying somebody and they put you in this type of financial distress. Like, I don't think like Netflix and Love is Blind provides like prenups for these people. That's something that I don't know. I mean, well, Leo did bring up prenups, but you know what? I have so many thoughts. This is evil as fuck.
This Blind filmed, he still owes me $8,000. I did ask her what he told her about having kids, and she sent me a screenshot about that, but she asked me not to share it, so I won't. I sent a screenshot, but initially he told me he didn't have kids. Then my friend found pics from his mom's Facebook page with all the kids. So I know people in my last video were like, what's wrong with him having kids? The issue is not him having kids, it's him lying about having kids. Which, again, you haven't seen the new episodes of Love is Blind, so maybe he is very forthcoming with Ashley having children. Or maybe he downplays it and says that he was a donor. That's the extent of it. But based on the picture, the kids being in your life and your mom's life doesn't seem like it's just a donor situation or your typical donor situation. A little bit more details on the situation. He didn't pay his rent. They issued him a failure to pay and to vacate. Lent him the money to pay it. Then after he paid what he owed, he continued to not pay. So then they evicted him. But he moved out before they actually had to remove his stuff. But he lied about stuff early on and would gaslight me, as you can see in the messages when we would fight. So she did ultimately file a judgment for the remaining $8,000, which he still has not paid. This is a picture of them together. This is the picture that is on the top of all of their text messages together. I did blur out her face because she asked me to. And Tyler is currently still trolling her by liking all of her comments she's been posting.
Oh my God, Ashley. Oh my, this man is a psycho. Oh my God, this is diabolical.
About him owing her money. This is not nearly as important, but worth mentioning. She said that she let him borrow this sweatshirt and he never gave it back. And then
Nah. What? Nah.
and was posting pictures on it. And I only mentioned that because the last girl said that he kept her sunglasses and also posted pictures in them. So give these women back their stuff. And if you're not going to give it back, like at least don't post it on the gram like it's yours.
Won't you? Hey, no. What level of niggering is this? I'm sorry. What?
Brokey. What do you guys think about this tea on Tyler?
Apparently there's more. We have 2 more videos to sit through.
Sperm donor my fucking ass. Tyler from Love is Blind season 7 was very active in all of his children's lives up until a year ago when he decided to ditch them and pretend like they didn't exist. And the baby mama's mom posted the proof on Instagram. All them little messages he tried to delete and scrub his Instagram clean of his kids, she posted, oh, look at them at a pumpkin patch. Look at them children. That's from his account. So he used to have kids, but now he doesn't have kids. Now he's just a donor. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that a Christmas photo and matching onesies? Is that giving donor to you? Because it's giving active father.
Who bought the onesies? Hey, ewo. Hey, gay kose. Hey,
The baby mother's mom loved to go, posted all these pictures on her TikTok and her Instagram. And you can, the hashtags speak for themselves. Hashtag who throws their kids away for a show. Hashtag they love their daddy. Hashtag deadbeat dad. Excuse me? Can I tell you that multiple people directly involved in the situation, and when I mean directly involved, came to me with this story that this whole sperm donor was nonsense and that he was an active father? I mean, 3 or 4 different people with the exact same story. This person said, I can confirm he has 3 children. It was not a sperm donor situation from what he told everyone. He told everyone a very different story.
That makes most sense. That makes the most sense. Because he down to the hospital. Nah. Y'all taking pictures together. Y'all doing the Macy's pictures together, the Sears pictures together. No. Y'all, that's a relationship. That's a relationship.
Him and his family were extremely active in their lives, as you can see from the photos. They spend holidays together. Showed you that. Him and his mom have scrubbed the kids from their social media, but they were posted everywhere. I even have screenshots of the mom calling these children her grandchildren. Do you do that if you're just a donor? This is literally Tyler's mom saying, I have the cutest grandson ever. Do you do that when you're just a donor? Do your donor kids that you have nothing to do with hang out with your family? You spend Christmas with them, hang out with their grandmother? I don't fucking think so, sir. He is trying to get out of this on a technicality because the mother of his children primarily dates women and identifies as a lesbian. In fact, he was so active in their lives that
somebody in the comments clocked that. Somebody, I mean, I'm not, please don't cancel me, the LGBTQ people, the LGBTQ community. Somebody in the comments said his baby mama was a stud. Somebody clocked that. But I don't think the baby mama's a stud. I think she's bisexual. But even if, let's say she is a stud, or I don't know what these days what you call the masculine role. Please, like, don't come cancel me. I don't know. I'm just, y'all drop in the comments and tell me. But even if that's the case, those are still your children. You didn't do this through a sperm bank. You didn't do this through like the formalities that it takes for you to actually be a sperm donor. You had sex with this woman. point blank period, and you're there at the hospital, you're there taking pictures down to the Sears, like, please.
He owes $30,000 in child support for these children, allegedly. Love is Blind season 7 filmed in October of 2023, and he was in communication with his children even when he got his phone back after filming, and then mysteriously decided that he wasn't going to be present in their lives anymore. If you guys want to see the photos for yourself, please go to baby moms, the kids' grandmother's Instagram or TikTok. TikTok is Lavetta Thomas 0. Instagram is Love to Go, go spelled Geaux. Now, I do know that on the upcoming episodes, he is going to tell Ashley that he is a donor. And he's going to say that the kids don't know what he looks like. Now, I don't know if that is the narrative that he has painted this entire time. I do not know if the news coming out right now is Ashley's first time hearing it. I certainly hope she did not marry this man under the guise that he was just a donor and didn't have any children. This man very much has children. It is obvious that he is very active in their lives, or was very active in their lives, until he decided that he didn't want kids anymore and just discarded of them. But it sounds like he definitely does not tell her the full truth on camera during filming. He downplayed the hell out of having children. We already know, based on my previous video, that he lied to multiple women, and whenever women ask him, he says that he does not have children. I'm sorry, but I don't care how a child was conceived. If you are active in their life and you are financially supporting them to the point where you're going to owe child support for these kids, if you stop taking care of them, you have kids. It is absolutely horrendous to remove yourself from their lives because it's no longer convenient for you to have children.
So my thing is him just removing these kids from his life, scrubbing the internet of the images of his kid. What did he expect to do with Ashley? I have so many questions. How did he think this was gonna go? Like, was he thinking that Ashley was never gonna find out about his kid? Was he planning on putting all these financial burdens on Ashley? Because you know, when you get married to somebody, their finances become your finances. This is crazy.
Now, I hear the complexities of the situation are quite intense as far as how the children were conceived and the agreement between him and the baby mama. But to me, all of that is quite irrelevant. It's quite obvious that this man was a very active parent, is now denying his children. I'm sure you guys can find the documents on the court-ordered child support. If you guys look, it's out there. It's public information. The grandmother from the mom's side confirmed it. So did the 2 other sources. Again, that's a public document that you guys can find on your own. And spoiler alert, Ashley does end up marrying Tyler. Ashley and Tyler are going to get married on this season of Love is Blind. So I just pray to God that this is not the first time she is hearing all of this information, and that...
Bitch, why would you fucking spoil that? Enough. Now come on now, Ricky. I was there. I was with you till you did that. Now I was with you till you did that. Enough. Tyler was recently... So many questions.
Donald Trump wakes up thinking about him.
I have so many questions. Now I'm live. Oh, it's too. Oh, I didn't realize how many of y'all was in here. Hey, y'all. Tyler was recently on... I don't even know where to go. Tyler was recently on this podcast with Nick Vale, and he talked about his job, and I thought this was strange at the time.
passion.
Yeah, it
It
is.
just
I love
gets
that.
in you.
You're a really handsome guy, if you don't mind me saying. Like at some, every time I talk, in and one look, you are a handsome look. That's so. Like, what was your approach on that?
But it's like, oh, he's light skinned. He's a piece of shit. He's, the whole man is.
A little bit. So, like, what was you? How did you go about? You in real life, but like, you are a handsome guy, and like, how did you go about trying to avoid, conversations about looks, or did you tap into it all? It seems like you were more open to it than Ashley was. A little bit. So like, what was your approach on that?
I tried to stay away from looks, only because, and this is not to brag, but I've never had issues dating women. I've got the compliment.
We know. We know.
But I've also got the hits where it's like, oh, he's light skinned. He's a piece of shit. He's, the whole concept of he's a light skinned man. So
not your swindling ass trying to play the victim card. Oh, I'm light skinned. Oh, I'm light skinned. You salopui.
I didn't want to put that out at all. I didn't want to mention looks because I want you to you're going to love me for who I am. And then
and who are you? Who are you? Are you a sperm donor or are you a father? Are you a father or are you a sperm donor? Are you a swindler or do you actually have a job? Tommy. Because according to these people, you ain't got no job. And now I'm like, wait a minute. Because on Love is Blind, oh, we're going to get to that. Don't let me forget to go back to what his job is on the show. Because according to all these women, in 2023, you didn't have a job. You did not have a job in 2023. According to all these texts we've seen. You've said it in the text messages. They've said it. You didn't have a job.
if you see me and think I'm attractive, it's a plus. How I felt when I seen Ashley. The only thing I gave Ashley was I have freckles. So it just threw her off completely.
Very misleading.
Because she doesn't know. Yeah, it's like, I was like, I have freckles. She was like, I have freckles on my hand. And I was like, do you? And I was like, okay. And then her last name's like Adiancer. Her family's French. So it's just, we gave
Now we're throwing
clues.
each other through loops.
So I was like, yes, yep. There's a couple times with other dates, I was like, oh yeah, I'm white, I'm bald. I just throwing people off.
You were telling people in the pod that you were white and bald? Why? Oh, this man just can't help but lie. It's pathological with this man.
What did you think Ashley looked like? Did you have an idea in your head?
I had no, it's weird.
Where is he doing this from? Who house you at, Tyler?
I couldn't put a face on her if I wanted to. And even when I thought about it, I didn't want to because I didn't want to let myself down. Or I was trying
to do for work again. I see account.
I was like, you know what? I'm here for it.
What do you do for work again? I see account manager. What do you do?
Yeah. So now I run a company. We just started it in February.
Hey! Ele paga trabalho, he's have no job, a light-skinned Tommy is crazy. A light-skinned Tommy is crazy. Hold on. Let's get into your job. Hold on.
What do you do?
Yeah. So now I run a company. We just started it in February. It's temporary walls. So it's for construction companies, for anyone that's doing commercial renovation. We come in, set up. We actually create this high-tech wall that stops people from seeing that you have construction going on. It's a very classy drywall, very fancy.
All right.
Hey! Number down. This is what Chelsea's casting is doing. Motherfuckers who are managing lives. About here in the account manager. Now he putting up drywalls. Yeah. No doubt. No doubt. A fancy drywall. Let's run that back.
Construction going on. It's a very classy drywall.
No doubt. 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 No doubt.
Sperm donor.
No
Tyler from-
doubt.
Sperm.
No doubt. No
Tyler from-
doubt. Oh Lord, hold on. I'm gonna go back to my video because I remember account manager being his job. Hold on.
While Trump is looking.
Hold on. Let me hold on. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. Because hold on. Season? Not me having a salad right before she said that. What the fuck did Lettuce do to this lady? What's going on? Hold on. Right.
Still shocks me on why I'm single.
It's shocking me on why you single too, girl. You fine as hell. I hate this. Hold on. Okay, where they at? Where the black men's at? We saw Tyler and Ashley. I saw a little bit of the basketball lady, but where the rest of the black people at? Where they at though? Oh.
Yeah, she was a little quiet. She was like, I'm very feminine.
There's a part where we were talking about his job. Was it in this episode or maybe it was the second episode? Hold on. Let me see. Oh, because I think this man even lied to them about
slaving after we both just finished work.
I love Tyler's answers to everything. I love Tyler's responses. I love the way he thinks. Why am I feeling like he's full of shit? Not me clocking that. But hold up. What was his job? Wait, what was his job, y'all? Okay, so no. I gotta go back to when they was first in. Oh, it's gonna bother me if I don't find this. Not she cool as shit. He said, so what do you do? I do skincare. Period, Brittany, period. Brittany said, I don't do nothing. I be having a little too much fun with these reviews. Y'all, I do nothing. Where? You know what? You don't have to go down to Netflix. Hold up.
Come on, Mike.
I'm Vanessa Lachey.
Oh, hold up. I gotta take this off the screen for a minute. I'm gonna find the clip. Because this man been lying. This man was lying about what he does in the pods. Oh, it's just bothering me, y'all. I gotta find it. Hold up. Just be patient with me. Hold up. Okay, I'm here. Y'all, look at this. Look at this. This man is a fucking liar. I knew I wasn't losing my mind. Look at what it says here. Nuclear security officer. Remember in the review, I even started looking up what a nuclear security officer does. So he was a nuclear security officer in the pods. But by the time the show is coming out, he has an update. He's an account manager. And now he puts up fancy dry walls. Yo. Oh, y'all have been said in the comments? See, I wasn't looking at the comments. Because y'all be mean to me when I be taking long. So I was y'all be being rude to me when I'm taking too long. So I was like, I'm not reading the comments this time because y'all gonna make me mad and I'm gonna storm off. See, you see how rude y'all be? We try to tell you how I know. Y'all be so rude. Like, this man is a liar. This man is a liar. We know who's responsible for this, though. We know exactly who is responsible for this shit. Before we go, we gonna make sure.
Because I like people to have the right information. So let's hit this first one, Jessie Woo, shall we? No. That has everything to do with your moral character and how you treat others, which honestly, girl, I'm wondering about you at this point in time. Point number 2, I did not help cast season 5 or 6 of Love is Blind. If I had, this would make me even more furious. Why? Because I'm one person in an entire collective group of people. It is a long process. If you think I have some wave of the magic wand to make some final decisions, you are incorrect. All right. More of what I do and more of my expertise is really helping people feel more prepared and more ready to take on something like this. All right. If it's all adding up after countless interviews, psych evaluations, questionnaires, I trust that people are experts on themselves. Okay. So get your facts straight. We're putting this to bed. Also, Jessie Woo, joke's on you because you're still watching it, girl. Good night.
Okay, Susan B. Anthony, you really thought you had a hit with that one. I'm actually going to show you how to clear it. Okay, so take notes. First off, I'm going to address the things that you conveniently left out of this video because of your Karen behavior. So I reached my satirical conclusion that you're the real villain because of casting due to the fact that when you watch the reunion, the lattes present you as a casting figure, someone who is part of casting and has been in casting. At no point in time during the reunion do they specify your time frame. So as a viewer, if I am watching the season 6 reunion and here you are as part of the bonus couples who have come back and someone who has been part of the experiment and now you're part of casting, I am going to assume that you had a part in this casting that I am currently watching, okay? Most of the internet reached that conclusion because that is what was shown. Now, immediately after I posted this to my threads, Tiffany, who was also part of your season, came into my comments and she said, not too much on my sis. She wasn't actually a part of this season's cast. So once she posted that, I immediately posted what she said and I issued you an apology. And I know you saw it because people tagged you in it, but you conveniently left that out of your video because it wouldn't fit your Karen narrative. Now, I want to address the part of your video where you talked about my morality because I know good and damn well you are not using Love is Blind as the platform to talk about morality when we can easily Google several lawsuits that are currently active from previous contestants, okay, who are alleging things like minimum wage payment, violation of labor laws, false imprisonment, starvation. You have Train Dane from season 5 who was sexually assaulted, according to her lawsuit, by a man who was casted by you all to be her fiance, someone she had actually spoke to production about. She was forcibly groped and she was actually sexually assaulted. You have Renee Poach also from season 5, who has a lawsuit against not only Love is Blind, but actually the network as well. And in her lawsuit, she alleges you all casted her alongside Carter Wall, who became her fiance. Now, the casting department was not able to verify such things as a job for this man. This man was jobless, unhoused, he was violent, he was addicted to amphetamines and alcohol. She says that despite her addressing this to production, she was forced to spend long stretches of time alone with Wall, who also became erratic and alarming in his behavior and emotionally unstable towards her and the production staff. Okay, these are lawsuits. I have also used my platform to interview previous contestants who weren't really shown on camera, who detailed false imprisonment, who detailed not even having control over opening and closing their hotel rooms, not having phones in their hotel rooms where they could even dial 911 should they be in danger. You want to talk about morality? You're doing a lot of windmilling for a company who does this to its contestants. Mind you, Shmeremy's current ex is on TikTok right now doing her white version of the Risa Tisa story, where she shares that Jeremy allegedly tried to pew 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 her. And also, this is in addition to Trevor's ex, who also came out via TikTok and revealed that they were in a relationship together, but also revealed that he threatened her life should she come forward with the receipts that they were in a relationship during the filming of the show. I understand that they gave you a job, but let's be for real when we're talking about morality. All right. Now, you did also detail the casting process. And in your detailing of the casting process, you told a bold-faced lie through your bonded teeth. Because here we do have receipts of people like Jeremy from this current season, AD from this current season, as well as someone named Scotty who almost made it to this current season. And they detail how they were casted to come on the show.
I didn't seek this out. I was actually reached out to over Instagram. And I'll actually add that message into the next slide just for some verification on that.
Casting scouted me via my Instagram.
So yes, I wanted to jump on here and share my story and experience of how I was casted on this current season of Love is Blind. So a casting agent reached out to me from Instagram, and they saw I was from North Carolina, from Raleigh, so a couple hours away from Charlotte, had me fill out an intake form. And get this, Love is Blind, all the questions were about physical traits, what I looked like, what I was attracted to, what I would normally approach, nothing about emotion, connection, what I find like good in a person outside of physical traits, which initially I thought was odd. I get through, and then I do my first virtual interview, and they kind of asked those same questions again, kind of my story, but I did tell them, hey, I was recently divorced. I'm not looking to be married again, especially this soon. And they ultimately said that that was going to be okay, which I was taken aback, but they said, we'll explain that to you at the next interview. And then at the next interview, I told the casting agents the same thing, that, hey, I was recently divorced, don't want to be married this soon. It's been not even a year. And they're like, hey, Scott.
Justice for the Asians. They don't ever
not everyone gets married on the show. Some people just bring a different dynamic to it. And the viewers like to watch certain things, and they like to see X, Y, and Z happen. I was like, ultimately, you either want me to lead someone on or become a villain on the show, huh? And they said, that's not exactly what we're saying, but people do gravitate towards, or people like to watch certain things happen on the show.
So basically, you chose to tell the little black girl with the big voice that matters to shut up instead of addressing the real issue. Y'all are casting people through DMs on Instagram. Now, I like the last part where you said, joke's on you because you're watching the show. You are absolutely right. I am watching the show. Not for you, though. I could put a survey right now and ask people, when you watched Brett and Tiffany's season, did you watch for Chelsea? And baby, birds would be chirping. Crickets would be cricketing, okay? And let's be for real. The only reason why you and Kwame got the screen time that you got was actually for two reasons. Number one, let's be for real, they wanted to recreate Cameron and Lauren. Failed miserably though, because Kwame always came across as someone who genuinely did not like you, which is why seeing y'all at the reunion was very shocking to a lot of viewers, because we didn't think y'all would make it. Okay. And number two, we had a very healthy relationship between Brett and Tiffany, but we all know how Kinetic feels about Black love. They love Black female misery. They do not like to showcase healthy Black people in love, which is why AD and Clay's storyline is a big hit this season, which is why when you watch the finale, they focused on them for 1 hour and 10 minutes and gave Amy and Johnny 20 minutes. Because let's focus on the Black woman's pain. Let's talk about morality. Let's talk about morality, Susan B. Anthony. You want to talk about morality? Let's talk about the fact that I use my platform to constantly advocate for good treatment of Black women on dating shows, specifically Love is Blind. And yes, I said Pacific. I am from Dade County. Instead of focusing on my commentary, you better have been making sure that going forward, the casting is pristine. Because if it's not, I will be on your ass like white on rice. Like white on the Caucasian jollof you be down there cooking for Kwame, or Kwame as you call him. Okay? Don't ever come for me again. Don't ever try to check me again. Stay in your place and know your lane. Thank you. That aged very well. That aged very well. Very well. Considering the fact that here we are, and now we're having a man come on this show who, by the way, before the show was even released, you have him telling y'all that he is a nuclear security officer, but then by the press release, he's an accounts manager, and now in interviews, he is a drywall putter-upper. Same shit. Different toilet. Same shit. Next season. And who's at the hands of the suffering of what's happening? A Black woman. Same shit. Same shit. Same shit. Chelsea, I'm on your ass, and I'm on you and your Seattle white jollof ass. I'm on your ass. This is a casting problem. Nobody did their research. Nobody did their research. Where are the background checks? When you listen to Chelsea, what she said is they do questionnaires. Bitch, where the fuck are they background checks? Y'all are not background checking nobody. We're at season. This is the 7th season. Where are the, this is crazy to me. It's insane. And it's infuriating because yet again, you have a Black woman going through this. It fucking hurts. It's like, I know we're all like spilling the tea, but to be honest, like it really it fucking hurts. Like this shit is insane. It's insane. It's insane. Like I'm sad by this, to be honest. I'm sad by that. At the very least, y'all should have never aired it. Ashley and Tyler's story, we should have never even been aware of it. This man clearly was lying to y'all about where he works. If somebody's lying to y'all about where they work, what else could they be lying about? Y'all knew he was lying. I caught y'all in the lie. In the pods, it says nuclear security officer. In your press and on the site, it's account manager. Now it's drywall putter-upper. Y'all knew he was lying. Y'all knew he was lying. We should have never seen this. He a fraud. Chelsea and your jollof is a fraud. Chris, Colleen, you a motherfucking fraud. Y'all are all frauds. And now you have this black woman who has to be publicly embarrassed by this. And that's why I will forever be on your ass. On your ass. Whew. All right. I'm gonna go watch my coochie. I'm gonna go take my wig off. I'm gonna go wash my coochie. I'm like, my blood is boiling. My blood is boiling. Like, my blood is boiling. Because it's just like the shit we just done fucking watched. The stuff that we see being plastered out there. Tyler, you're a fraud. Like, this is nasty. This is nasty work. It's evil work. It's evil work. And I know you seeing this shit. I know your family, your friends, you gonna see this shit. You need to speak up. You need to speak up and you need to clear the air. But you know what? You're gonna lie anyway, so I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear what the fuck Tyler got to say. This is ridiculous. All right, y'all. Wait, I done lost the comment. Somebody said, well, Hannah. I'm going to reach out to Ashley. I'm going to reach out to Ashley and see if she'd be willing. I don't know if she'd be willing to talk about this. This is a lot. This is a lot. This is a lot. But anyway, drop in the comments. I'm going to go ahead and save this live. Please like it. If you're in here, like it so that the algorithm can do its thing and it can send it to people. And I'll save it. I also did do my episode 5 and 6 episode review. That's up. And I guess we're going to see how this ends up. This is sad. Like, I'm actually really sad for Ashley. I was so happy to finally see like all these Black women get on this show this season. And wow, we have 4 Black women engaged. And to have like such a disgusting story come out about this guy, it's just so sad to see. It's like we just really can't have nothing. Like, we can't have nothing. We can't just have like one thing. We can't have nothing. We can't have nothing. All right, y'all. I love you guys. I'll go ahead and save the live. I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see y'all next time.
Diamonds on my body and they crystal clear. I make magic with these hundreds, watch them disappear. Big ol' raindrops up in my ear. If you gon' name drop, let's get it clear. Jesse,